We are going to head out to the green, as I mentioned, and chat with Roberto Balestrini of he's the president of FootGolf USA. Roberto, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Now, Roberto, for those that don't know, can you give us a little bit of a background on what FootGolf is? Because for some folks, they might think that you just walk out to a golf course and kick a little golf ball around, but it's very different than that, is it not?
Yeah, many people, they trying to picture that. When we introduced the sport in 2011, say, wait a minute. So you had 22 guys. Oh, no, you don't have goalies. You don't have goalkeepers. You have
it's a very small goal.
Yeah. Now, it's basically, we play golf with a soccer ball. Basically, are the rules of golf, 9 or 18 holes located on the fairways of a regular golf course, and we try to make the 9 or 18 holes in the less number of kicks.
So
basically, you go to the tee box, you kick the long drive, then you do the approach, either 1 or 2 kicks, and then you do the putting. So it's a pass, you pass the ball to the hole. It's a 21 inches hole located on the fairway.
So I had the opportunity to go and play foot golf for the first time about 2 years ago once I heard about the phenomenon coming around, and it was something like, for me that's played soccer for a long time, hearing about this, I was like, well, this is such a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of it? And it's so simple, but at the same time,
everybody think, oh my God,
exactly. And it blew my mind because I was like, oh, well, sure, yeah, that makes total sense. So it's grown to just a little bit more than just hey, let's go, kick a ball in a hole now. I mean, like I mentioned, you are the president of the United States of foot golf, basically. So obviously the game has gotten a little bit of popularity, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Well, number one, to understand what foot golf is, anyone who ever kick a soccer ball aim to something. Even in the coaches has been training kids and players with kicking to plastic cones or to something. Back on the 1900s in Switzerland and Denmark and other European countries, they were playing on the parks aiming to the trees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that blew up my mind. One day I saw a picture from Switzerland. They would play 8,000 feet, those guys kicking a soccer ball.
Holy cow.
To any trees you may have right there on the Alps. I mean, it's amazing. But it was not until the year 2000 that in the Netherlands, a gentleman named Michael Jansen, which is now a very good friend of mine. Actually, that guy grew up here in the U.S. He went to high school in Sonoma Valley, California.
Oh, really?
He's a Dutch guy. Yeah.
Small world.
He runs a marketing firm in Europe with big clients, and he was with his business companion or his partner brainstorming. And this guy told Michael, you know what, my brother, he played, I think, for the Tottenham Hotspur in England. And he said that after practice, they compete with the other players to see who gets back to the lockers in the less number of kicks. Because, well, that looks like golf to me. So they start working on it in 2000, 2001, and by 2009, they rented a golf course in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. And they brought 16, 20 former professional players, and they play 9 holes of foot golf. So people who was involved with that tournament, they went back to that to their countries. In Europe, I mean, I don't know how many countries you can put in California or in Texas. It's the distances, And so they went back to Belgium, to Hungary, to other countries, and they start doing the same thing. So back in 2008, I was living in North San Diego County, and it was an international match, a friendly match between Mexico and Argentina. And I was living very close, and I wanted to see Leo Messi. So I went to the hotel, and I spent half of my life in Argentina, so I speak the language. I talked to the Argentinian press, and they connected me with Leo Messi. We took a picture, whatever. 3 years later, I was watching TV and looking for a soccer game from South America, and I see this commercial about FootGolf.
Oh.
This is FootGolf. So, I mean, living in Palm Springs area, which is the golf capital of in the United States.
Yes, yep.
That got my attention was Martin Palermo from Boca Juniors, Argentina, kicking a soccer ball in a fairway. So I asked my wife, and I showed that to her, and I started Googling, and guess what? The producer of that show was the same guys that I met 3 years before in North San Diego.
Wow.
It's a small world, my goodness. Yeah, and you mentioned that too. I mean, with
So I talked to them, and they say, Roberto, you know what? We are in a few countries, Argentina, the Netherlands, Hungary, and much more. And if you would like to get involved, so to make long story short, I talked to Laura, my wife, which is a business woman, and I say, well, I would like to introduce FootGolf to the United States, and say, dude, United States, a new sport. We will spend the rest of our lives talking about FootGolf, and we won't get anywhere.
exactly, yep.
So, but when she watched the video, she went nuts. She's coming from a golfer's family.
Sure.
Her father and her two brothers are hardcore golfers. And knowing what happened with the golf industry, which is declining 1.3% every year in participation, and so many golf courses that in the 90s, for 10 years, they built one golf course a week, and now they are closing one golf course a week.
Wow.
And that made perfect sense. So, and we saw the opportunity of introducing new demographics to the golf courses. And I saw the perfect opportunity, being born and raised in Argentina, playing soccer on the streets. It was, to me, the perfect opportunity to kick a soccer ball in a golf course. What a better place to be than a golf course.
Exactly. Who doesn't love a golf course?
So, yeah. So we started Argentina, Netherlands, and Hungary helped me to start here, a few guys here and there, and we start making a few calls. Can you imagine me calling golf courses with my accent, asking those guys to allow me to kick a soccer ball on their fairways? You know, they talk to me like I had two heads.
Yeah.
But so we decided to stop soliciting, and we start marketing pictures, and and creating our website. Which you can find on footgolf.net, FOOTGOLF.net. And then we start getting call-ins. And today we have 465 courses in 48 states, District of Columbia and Puerto Rico. And we also help to launch FootGolf Canada, FootGolf Puerto Rico, and FootGolf in Mexico.
That's incredible. My goodness. So you've been just a little busy the last couple of years then.
Well, for 4 years, I have not took 1 day vacation. I mean,
maybe you should.
At 3 a.m. maybe Europe, so we jump.
So you should relax then. I know that the state of Florida has some really good foot golf. Maybe you should go play there and just take a load off and relax for a while.
Yeah, in fact, I even see the U.S. Pro-Am. There will be a U.S. Pro-Am in Florida, September 3rd through the 6th in Orlando.
Yeah, somebody told me that Baxter is going to register for that.
I would love to. I mean, I'm originally from Naples, Florida, so maybe I can try to work it to get back down to Florida and come play, because I love foot golf, honestly. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you know what? It's way more fun than you think, but it's way more difficult than you think.
Exactly,
sure,
yeah.
Right,
that was the big thing. When I took some friends to play after it, I had gone and played 1 or 2 times, and I was like, hey, you should come play. They're like, oh, yeah, we played soccer and, whatever for a couple of years. We'll be just fine. And then they got out there like, oh, my gosh. And I was like, yeah, it's not as easy as you think.
The main difference is, I mean, when the American Foot Golf League, which is the governing body for the sport of foot golf in the U.S., the exclusive member of the Federation for International Foot Golf, when we launched that in 2011, I had never played FootGolf before. And the first time I tried, I said, okay, you know what? I thought that I was going to kick the ball and land the ball 60, 70 yards, whatever.
Yeah.
So I kicked the ball and they went at the 21 yards. Even my wife with her leg kicked harder than me. So, and it is difficult, but you know what? The beauty is you learn how to visualize the course. When you play soccer, you play in a flat surface. You run, you pass the ball, it's a limited space.
Yep.
And you need another 21 guys to play with you. Okay? So when you play FootGolf, you get to the course, and then you see that you have the water hazards, you have the trees, and just you and yourself. You know, and I mean, you get there, you pay your tea time, $15, $20, whatever. You go to the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, you pay $90 to play FootGolf.
Right.
Okay? Hey, but come on, you are on the Ritz-Carlton. You know?
Exactly. No, that's beautiful
picture,
down there.
You know how many new Facebook friends you can get with that? But you get that to the golf course, you pay whatever, let's say $20, and you have 2-3 hours to kick the soccer ball around. And you walk, and it's fantastic.
It is.
To me, it's the best game ever invented.
Absolutely. Now, I want to ask you really fast, as we're speaking here with the American FootGolf Association President Roberto Balestrini.
American FootGolf League.
League. I'm so sorry. American FootGolf League. Forgive me. Perdona.
Yeah. If you go online, you will find. You don't even have a space to type the word FootGolf. Now it's exploring everyone, or everybody open a quote association. Even my grandmother opened Grandma FootGolf Association. But they are not really association.
No.
They are just one or two
league. Yes.
operation.
So the American FootGolf League. So forgive me about that. You have an exciting event, though, coming up at the end of March where you have some interesting and fairly notable female soccer players that are going to come out and play some foot golf. Can you tell us a little bit more about that event?
Yes. I'm very, very excited. Abby Wambach and Julie Fody, they will play against two Japanese team players or team member of the Japan Soccer Association, people that play on the final of the World Cup 2015 in Canada. They will meet with 4 players from the Ladies Professional Golf League of America, from the LPGA.
Oh.
This event is one of the 5 major tournaments on women's golf in America.
Okay.
It's one of the 5 majors. It's got a great coverage, great history, and it's like the master for women.
Yes.
The ANA inspiration. Having the possibility, to bring, Abby and Julie to play foot golf with the American FootGolf League uniform in such a scenario, which is in Mission Hill Country Club in Rancho Mirage, California. It is amazing.
That is beautiful. It's exciting, yeah. It's a really exciting opportunity, and I was telling Simon yesterday too, after our conversation, Roberto, that you're flying us out for the event. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I'm sending my friend Jose with the car.
Oh, perfect. He'll be here soon, I'm sure.
You guys up. And, I drove once. You guys in Texas, right?
Wisconsin.
And Wisconsin?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay. No more espresso coffee for me this morning. Okay. Yeah, in Wisconsin. You know that everything started in Wisconsin?
That's what
Foot golf. The first tournament we organized, the first tournament in North America, was played in Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin.
Sure.
It's a beautiful place.
We're about
it's a beautiful play. And then a few weeks later was in Madison, Wisconsin. I remember at the time, Juan Fernandez, which is the director of marketing of the ASGL, he lives in Madison.
Okay.
And he made all the connections. So 24 players from the U.S., Mexico, Puerto Rico, Bulgaria, and now is the president of the Federation for International Foot Golf, Mike O'Connor. He flew from London to to Wisconsin Dells to play FootGolf with us.
Wow, my goodness. Well, it's obvious that the game is growing. So, Roberto, we got to run, unfortunately, but thank you so much for taking the time today. If people want to find out more information about FootGolf or the upcoming tournaments, what website and social media platforms can they go to?
Thank you very much, and have a beautiful day, guys.
Thank you so much.